Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I know it has been quite a while since I've made a video. Well, that's because school has officially started and life has been busy. And I'm still trying to make sure that I'm taking time for myself and for my family just to breathe so that we can do more than just survive this time. But yeah, it's been very busy, and not only that, we've had some extra things come our way that weren't in the back to school plans and things like that. So we have now had our first 4 days of school. They're going really well for the most part. I think students are being understanding about the fact of, teachers are working 8 to 3, students don't have to work those hours exactly, but after 3 o'clock, we want to be able to kind of get away from the computers and things and rest our eyes and just rest ourselves. And today I was reminded of, yes, it's so important to step back, take some time to not stare at a screen. Last year, when we went online, my eyes started acting up and they would start burning and watering, and then I would get to the point where I really couldn't see, and my eyes started to do that today. So I said, okay. So I had to stop, I had to walk away, go find something else to do that wasn't looking at a screen, and that's hard, because as a teacher you can't always do that, or if you can, you might not feel like you can do it, and but fortunately it worked out that I was able to do that for a few minutes, and that helped. And unfortunately this time around I have a tablet to look at, which is a lot larger than just a phone, so that helps as well. And if I need to, I've got a computer at school, I could use. But Dan's keeping busy with his classes, and his situation looks a little different this year with teaching 8th grade when he normally teaches high school classes, and just adjusting to teaching middle school. You can't exactly explain things in middle school exactly the same way you can in high school, and so that's an adjustment. And then unfortunately we had a situation where the elementary lead teacher fell the other day, and she's fortunately, I think, going to be okay, but it's just going to take some time for her to recover. So on top of everything else, I'm helping out with her classes in whatever way I can, which I'm happy to do that. I'm glad that I can serve in that way and be there for her, and just be there for her students, because I've had her students before. Actually, this year, they're 4th graders, and last year they were 3rd graders. And last year, the 3rd grade teacher wasn't able to get here right at the beginning. So I had these students before, and so it's kind of neat to get to guide them and direct them this way. But I will say this, 4th graders are much more needy than 8th graders. So I have 4th, 5th, and 8th right now, and so it's just quite the spread. My 5th graders really haven't needed me, a few here and there, but they're pretty independent too. And then the 8th grade, of course, is extremely independent, which is very helpful at times. So yeah, there's been some challenges. There's definitely been some blessings. Parents, other teachers, administrators, they're all so gracious, and they understand this wasn't our choice. If we had a say in it, we would have sat there and said, let's do everything that we possibly can to go back to school in some shape or form in person. But we're in a country where schools don't get to make that choice. The government says this is what you're doing and this is how you're going to do it, and we have to say yes sir or yes ma'am, whatever the case may be. So it's hard, and we still don't know, like how long we're gonna have to be this way, and that can be challenging at times. But it's been amazing to see how students are stepping up to the challenges, teachers are stepping up to the challenges, administrators, and people are just so caring and loving, and it really does help. I guess the only other challenging thing or hard thing to see is just our numbers are down a lot more at the school this year than they have been in years past. And as we're thinking about furlough next year, it's like, so what will things look like after furlough for the school? And I don't know, there's just always something to think about, always something to process, even in the busyness of things. There's conversations that float around of, are you going on furlough, or are you going on furlough, or what's your next plan, or what's your next plan? And so when other people are talking about that, thinking about that, we end up thinking about it and processing that kind of thing too. But the one thing that rings true, no matter what happens, we just want to follow what the Lord wants us to do. We want to follow His guidance and direction. We want to serve wherever He puts us, and whatever responsibilities or things that He gives us. And right now it's teaching missionary kids online and just loving them where they are, and just being there for them as much as we possibly can. So it's been good, and Thomas is enjoying time of speech twice a week, and then he has one of his past teachers that's coming in twice a week at an hour at a time, doing some preschool things. So he has been working on writing his name, saying his ABCs, singing along to different songs, counting, just all kinds of stuff. And so it's been really encouraging that there are other people out there that are willing to help guide and direct him, and be there for him in that way. It takes off a little bit of stress from us to have to try to do that, because I don't know that he would listen to us in that way. We've tried some, and it's challenging. So those of you that are parents and are teaching your kids at home and stuff, it's hard. We feel you, and we're thankful that Thomas is at the age where we don't have to have a hard and fast, like, this is what we have to accomplish today, and this is what you have to get done, and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, the Lord has continued to bless us and just be good to us. It's been fun to get to hop on the motorcycle each morning with Dan and go to school and do school things, and then come home in the afternoon and hang out with Thomas or the twins. And today we were all just piled on the couch and wrestling and playing and giggling, and so it's been a good week. I think we're looking forward to the weekend though, after tomorrow, to just and kind of refresh and get up and get ready to do it again. So, but as I was looking the other day, like, no matter what the day brings, no matter what things look like, the time will go fast. And so I think that makes the harder days easier, just to realize that, if we're going through something difficult, we can say, well, this shall too pass. And that's a good reminder. We have had to make some difficult decisions, and one of those difficult decisions is, no matter what happens, right now the borders and things are closed, so we wouldn't have a say in anything. But we've just decided, because of the length of Christmas break, it's only 3 weeks, and if we were to go to the States, we would be there, maybe for 2.5 weeks, probably a little less than that, and then we'd have to come right back. And so it takes time to get over jet lag, and we would have to do it both ways, and it's expensive to fly, and just challenging and hard. And so we've made the difficult decision of, yes, we want to see our family. Yes, we want to see them very much, but it's just better for us to stay here, we believe, for Christmas. That way, if there's anything that opens up, or any, group or whatever that needs served, we can be here on the ground for them. And we're around, definitely in time for school and that kind of thing. And so, and this, depending on how the Lord leads us, if this ends up being, the last Christmas we're here, then we would at least get to spend that here. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know. There's a bunch of unknowns. We're just trying to follow the Lord's leading, and we're so thankful for you, our partners, that are behind us and on this journey with us, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I hope you have a great day. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. God bless.